I'm gonna be stopping the recording this
Yeah,
time.
let's talk about this series that actually currently still being released.
Yeah, okay, right. So go ahead.
What are
Phil.
you talking about? What you call is currently still being released. They have a continuation on with the freaking play that they're doing,
Yeah.
and they got a movie coming out, which is one of the most anticipated movies of the year. What are you talking about?
Yeah. But carry on, Sil. Do you want to introduce or
Yeah,
ship
yes,
if you want to?
Yeah, I got it.
I got it. Don't take my place.
Yeah.
Don't replace me. Sorry.
Welcome back to the Bleach Wiki podcast. We're back for chapter 659, There Will Be Frost, which I can only assume was reference to There Will Be Blood. I'm
That was
Zil.
a good movie.
Yeah.
Sal.
45.
I'm the Chefmeister.
Son.
And I guess I'm here too, I guess.
Yep.
That's
Alright.
Future, in case anyone didn't know who doesn't listen to our podcast, Future.
Oh yeah, and so we're back for this chapter where some stuff happened, or according to Sal, nothing happened for 17 pages.
Can I actually just say my problem with the title of this chapter before we go further? It's like There Will Be Frost, and it's like instead of like a proper chapter title, that felt like a weather forecast, like of what will happen in the future. It was There Will Be Frost, and it was like let's jump to Uryu and dead
Let
bodies
me
and
ask
stuff
you,
and
what is the
morticians.
proper chapter title for Bleach? Because like we've had stuff like what the hell, shake hands with grenades,
I get
deicide,
that.
all
I
that
get
stuff.
that.
There's no proper
but
title.
Deicide is like obviously focusing on the fact that they're trying to kill this guy who thinks he's a god. Fine,
What
but
about-
There
what
Will
about
Be Frost. You think when you're watching,
shake hands with grenades.
right? I get that, but when you
Were there
go to those
grenades?
titles,
There
you
weren't
know.
grenades.
There weren't.
It was
Exactly.
honestly,
And
it
to
was
be
the
fair-
explosions.
And to be fair, what exactly does everything but the rain mean?
Yeah, okay, right. I get that because
I don't know,
raining
everything but
whenever
the kitchen sink?
it was it was raining when
Everything but
Ichigo's
the rain,
mom died.
everything
It was
else.
raining when Ichigo's mom died. But anyway, what I am saying is that you go into this thinking, oh shit, it's a guy. There will be frost. It's gonna be a battle. No, it was a brief glimpse of he went back high by the way. Let's go to morticians and
It's
watch all this shit. And it's like,
to a different kind of cold, I'm pretty sure.
but it's just it's just like maybe there'll be frost. Yeah, we're just gonna leave this battle again. It's like, can we please stick on a battle for like longer than like 2 pages? Please, I just want a battle here. Come on, give me a battle.
You really want to see Hitsugaya now? Really?
I don't give a shit. Like even if it was like
And
I'm getting punched in the
somewhere
face.
we can hear Aran screaming in the distance.
I don't care about that. It was just that you think there will be frost. It's going to be a battle between these two instead of no, you try to hit me, I go Bankai, bye. And oh sorry, Momo's down there going Shiro-chan again. Ugh. So it was just like By the way, so carry on. Yeah, it's just I had a problem with that title. Sorry.
Okay. Well, anyway,
There
I
will be
guess
frost in future chapters.
I'll get my shit out of the way. So I cover most of my blog, but there's actually a couple funny things with this chapter. One, Gerard calling himself a member of the benevolent SS, and then asking to be friends with fucking Hitsugaya, because like
Maybe just want to attack children.
And okay, I gotta
Benevolent
admit,
SS.
I gotta admit his
Oh,
Itsugaya's response is great. Sorry, I'm not accepting.
Can
any
you
new
please walk
applications.
into these benevolent concentration camps?
oh yeah, we're
Benevolent SS.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not accepting new applications at the moment.
Yep. Two.
I reject your friend request.
Like people talking about Hitsugaya's manga still being complete. Apparently, I'm just going off something around the subreddit from a guy who seems to know his shit. Apparently, Hitsugaya's manga being complete doesn't mean that it no longer has those ice pills behind him, but that they will not melt, which means he has no time limit, which I guess would make it complete. But
well, we already seen in Fake Kurtown he has the ability to regenerate them, so.
Wait a minute, wasn't the whole concept behind having time limit daggone somebody else's daggone opinion of what they were?
Yeah, Xiao Long that said that. Yeah, it didn't. Yeah.
well,
I don't recall Hitsugaya ever claiming that that's what they were. And quite frankly, at this point in time, we already know he completed this shit. So at this point in time, they just seem to be part of what his Bankai looks like.
The only person who ever actually said it was a time limit was Xiaolong, but I'm also pretty sure that Hitsugaya.
Okay, am I on mute
acknowledged
or
that he was
something
right.
here? Am I on mute?
No, sorry, I was continuing
I
on it.
said
I'm
that.
pretty sure,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Hitsugaya acknowledged that he was right.
But the point is that we already know that Hitsugai completed his Zanpakuto, so I mean, I don't really.
Yeah, but he acknowledged it. But he acknowledged that yes, there was like some sort of limitation to it, but he needs them there, fine. But he in the fake Kuritan arc when he was fighting Haribel, he was able to regenerate them as long as there's moistures in the air. So he's kind of still not really limited.
Yeah, okay. His Bankai is a little confusing. That's correct.
Yeah, it's very weird, but yeah.
It's confusing. I'm sure. Sure, we put something together, but
yeah, we'll let Sil talk. He never gets a chance to talk.
Oh,
hold on,
yeah.
I was gonna say one thing. I think we need to make a joke image that's like a Facebook screenshot that says Toshiro Hitsugaya denied your friend request, and then picture of Gerard crying.
Yeah, do you want to confirm or delete the friend request?
And then a picture of Gerard just crying.
Alright, so after that, the jump to Uryu's flashback was kind of fucked me up, because, like, okay, we're going from, like, Gerard being fun time, getting frozen, to Daddy Way cutting up Mommy. Like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I didn't even think gonna get a flashback that dark for Uryu, of all people. And,
yeah.
Like, and...
what kind of hospital is this where daggone kids can just wander in the operating room?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
to be fair, it is for you.
and I was at first wondering why exactly Ryukin was doing that, was cutting up.
Like an autopsy.
Yeah, and so I read a theory that makes sense to me, was that he was still trying to figure out, an autopsy is to figure out, why the person died. And Ryukin is still doing it because, he doesn't know, he has no way of discovering why Katagiri died, because Oswego was like, a physical stab.
It's a spiritual thing, yeah.
And so it's like, so he was still cutting up, after all this time, because there has to be something. And so that changed the mood from like creepy to kind of sad, because the look in his eyes, really says it all.
Quite frankly, I thought there was more of an issue there with Ryukin than actually it affecting Uryu in any type of way. Oh, I don't want to be a doctor now. Yeah, screw you. It seemed to be that Ryukin actually was more, put off or disturbed by the whole situation. Not the autopsy thing, but the very fact that he was even going that far and doing that and apparently trying to find anything actually had some substance to it than this freaking spiritual power bullshit that he's pretty much tried to turn his back on. So
well, I got then we got this scene, this whole thing at the high school. I got a bone to pick with this page, because
I thought you said I've got a boner there. Oh god.
I said I have a bone to pick.
Sorry, no picks.
What I said is what I mean is that I could have sworn that Ichigo was never actually really talking to Uryu until he became a Shinigami.
Yeah, well, they were taught. This is when they're just at school.
Yeah, no, just Sheriff, this is post-time.
Yeah, didn't they meet each other after Ichigo became a Shinigami?
No,
yeah,
no,
guys,
this is post-time skip. This is post-time.
Yeah. So this is after they were friends. They became friends.
Well, I know that part, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, because Uryu never ate on the roof, and now he eats on the roof for Ichigo and his mates.
Yep.
And kind of they argue.
Oh, okay, fine. So this is long after the fact.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Whenever they have one of their meaningful conversations of, aren't you this and aren't you that?
This whole scene could be post-Aizen.
Yeah, it could be post-Aizen, it could be post-Aizen, it could be post.
I think you can also tell by Urio's hairstyle and their uniforms that it's post-time skip.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It looks to be post-Fullbring.
Yep. So anyway, going on past flashback in the present. So finally we see Hashwald again. He's got his crazy derp eyes going on.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere for me. Like that really came out of.
What? They showed up?
No, that he just went crazy. It was like this guy's been calm the whole way through it. And it's like,
yeah. So first of all, I was kind of amused that like once he gets almighty powers, he suddenly has emotion and shit. It's like he has like
emotion. What is this blasphemy?
Like the corners of his mouth are pointing up instead of down for once. Like Jesus Christ. And also this whole thing with the chips he found. it's turned into a bit of a meme, which I find amusing. Like, some guy posted on the subreddit like a picture of him holding condoms. Like, Uriel, why'd you been leaving these around, man?
Wow.
Like here, I have it saved. So, let me just post that in the chat. It's goddamn hilarious. And so that's funny, and also I found interesting that they have a name for another. The Water had their own name for the Sunray Club, which is Light in Hand or whatever, and I guess it makes it they have their own German name instead of whatever it is that in the whole Japanese.
Sunray Glove.
Yeah, Samurai Glove, that whole thing. I mean, although they called it like Hand of Suffering, and
there's still a little. Speaking of which, there's still a little discrepancy over what this thing is actually called.
Yeah.
Because there seems to be a few claims.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you can investigate it, boss.
With this.
You should be like the translator, boss. Like, you go figure out. You go
there
torture
just
people.
There just seems to be a bit of a translation.
Yeah.
Hi,
And,
whoever this is.
There seems to be a bit of a translation glitch with whoever the hell is translating for manga stream or whatever. It's getting really weird.
Yeah.
Do we mind if I pause here? Yeah, we're back again. Okay, we're fine.
So apparently what it actually is laid in hand. Apparently there's just not an S there.
Yep. Honestly, I'm just gonna wait for like the raw.
I'm waiting for the raw. I'm waiting for Viz. Until then, I'm not doing anything.
Okay,
Well,
so until we
hell is
do it
things
raw,
called?
we're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Basically, I don't know what the hell this
That's-
thing is called, and until we actually get actual answers.
I'm just keeping like the most recent version on the page for now. But anyway.
Yeah, we'll change it when we figure out what's going on.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Yeah, but so Hashwell's all like, traitor, and then you use the stun baton to fucking launch Uryu through the wall. Like Jesus Christ, like I haven't seen a sword swing do that kind of do that kind of damage in a long time.
Here's the real question: How would this swing of a sword actually confirm whether or not he's a traitor?
It's what happens next.
If you defend
fire.
yourself, then you're obviously a traitor.
Yeah, no.
What was it back in the day?
Or
Like,
if you strike back,
if you throw the
No,
witch
no,
in
no,
the water,
no.
if she floats, she's a witch, and if she drowns, she's a human.
No, it's because spoiler, Ichigo shows up and it's like it's a Kurosaki Ishida or whatever. So I guess Hashwell's planning to confirm whether or not he's a traitor by having him go against Ichigo. If he fights him, he's on our side. If he doesn't, or tries to team up with him, he's a traitor. And I guess he knew Ichigo was there because he has his crazy three peoples going on.
Yeah,
But-
his future.
Okay, yeah, that's understandable.
He can see into the future. Yeah, okay.
I can see the future.
I was thinking that.
Gohan's the most powerful, but the universe doesn't do crap.
Well,
Chad's lieutenant level doesn't do shit.
And then we've got all of this stuff with Ichigo walking in on Uryu with SpongeBob.
Oh God, serious? I just went like
Oh,
walking in on Uryu.
Kurosaki walks in on Ishida with just look through this.
His face though. Oh, it's so great.
I was just looking for the Seirite channel.
Golly.
And then the alternates of what's on the TV. There's a picture of Orihime. There's a picture of Bach, and then there's I'm just gonna let you guys scroll down to the last one.
I know what the last one is, and it's oh god.
I don't even want to know why someone made this picture. But okay.
For the same reason they made Bach with boobs.
Is this all one picture? Would I be able to see? What the hell is that Yamamoto with legs?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
In a wheelchair. I
So, Chef, what is wrong with you?
I didn't make this.
What is wrong with you, Yamamoto with legs?
The guy who made this.
Not that he
apparently
doesn't have
just-
legs, but I meant like legs and tights here.
What in the God's name?
The guy who made this originally just planned on doing the without anything on the TV, and then he changed it, and then people were saying, well, you should add Orihime, So I guess he did, and then he also made another one where he added Bach, and another one where he added Yamamoto.
Well, all we have there's another.
You're
There's also one.
bleeping, love. You're bleeping.
I know. This. So while we have this Yamamoto thing, there's another thing I found I want to show you guys.
This spore of madness.
What do you want to show us? Which is this one?
Nope.
No, nope.
No, 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 no.
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 What am I
Oh.
looking at? Okay, let's see.
Oh God.
Yeah, his head's not far back enough. He's got like Kurosaki.
Well, that's disturbing.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Good old-fashioned nightmare fuel.
Oh God.
There's just some pictures that don't need to exist.
Well, my
Oh.
therapist.
The Yamamoto with legs is one of them, and the Bach with them. Yeah. There's just some pictures that don't need to exist. Oh my god. Why do you do this?
I didn't make it. I found it. And,
No, I'm saying-
Sal,
why
what
are
is
you doing this
your
to
what is
us?
your take on this, Sal? Your mature take on this?
I have no take on any of it.
You have no words.
I'm just saying, like, why would you subject us to this torment?
Do you know, I didn't ever think I would have to save a file on my computer called Yamamoto with legs. I didn't think that would ever.
Why did you? Oh, why did you save that?
Because it's got legs. Because I'm going to probably try and put it in the podcast if I can, you know, kind of for the laughs and giggles. So,
All right. Well, put this in too.
oh, what am
Oh
I
God,
putting in?
no.
Oh God, no. Yes, oh yes, no, I'm putting Yamamoto Kurosaki-kun. Yeah, that's just saved under Kurosaki-kun.
Oh
Well,
God.
I was gonna say
yeah,
in Yua Box voice, but what we don't know
No.
what he sounds like. He probably sounds like a prick.
it's for context. All right.
I
For
know, it's
context.
for context.
By the way, Zill, you have that you still have that picture that Lemurs made of Rose.
Oh yes, of course I do. I changed the image.
Why do you
for-
subject us to this torment?
Oh. Oh God. Yeah, I still have that.
Could you like send it to me or something?
Oh, totally. Give me a second. But yeah, I'm done with my bit. So you guys, let's go ahead.
All right, okay, so right. Sal,
So
anyone?
what next?
What?
Someone
I
want
think
to
we
talk
kind of
about
discussed
the?
the check.
I think we're all now distracted by these pictures. I think Sal's
think-
just in
I
here
think
watching
we
the
discussed
screen.
the chapter in
No, I
decent
mean
detail.
I think we already discussed it. That's why we know. That's how we know nothing happened.
That's how we-
Yeah, really, very little actually happened in this chapter. Holy crap!
Y'all thought I was just, oh yeah, he's just being very dismissive of the chapter. No,
it
nothing
was-
happened.
It was a good chapter, just uneventful.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
no, if you want
I
to
didn't
discuss
hate
every
the chapter.
small
It
aspect.
was just rather, fast.
It's especially last week. I mean, okay, in terms of like, I mean, he's not my favorite character, but Hitsugai is a fan favorite. He is. He's been consistently voted top for a while now, and his Sanpakuto and things like that. So last week it was like, oh look, it's Hitsugai, so it's built up, and it's like, yep. So Uru did this, and it was like, fuck.
Well, actually, there's what I want to say about it's a guy. So I don't think he's gonna be the end all be all of this fight. I think he's meant mainly as a way for people to buy time for everyone to get back up. Because in this chapter we saw that Momo was getting Shinji to his feet and shit. So I guess everyone else who got wrecked is gonna get up eventually. But it's a guy that's gonna be like the stall. in that
I
time.
personally would love if everybody joined the people left behind to join together to take out, Gerard, and of course, in doing so, they get to reveal their capabilities. But the ones that end up ultimately finishing his ass off would probably be the Royal Guard. I think that would sell it for me.
Do you know, actually, I wouldn't mind it if actually Chad did something. I wouldn't fucking mind it. It would actually be a change. You know, how long has it been like, I love Ichigo, I love Ichigo.
They're gonna hit you with the El
No, yeah,
Morte
Chad
and
definitely
his
has been rather
freaking.
underplayed this arc, especially for a guy who literally has an arm that is called Left Arm of the Devil,
I know.
Every-
and an
Everybody-
ability
That's
called the Death.
Yeah, that's
I
like.
mean,
He's been so
everybody has
I agree.
been-
He's been so underplayed this arc.
Everybody's been so underplayed and shit like that. They've been daggone fucking treating Shinji like he's fucking Komamura. What I did love about this actual arc is, notice how daggone Shinji and Momo are fine.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Shinji's kind of like
they are fine.
a little knocked
Now,
out, a little.
How
Did we
how
talk
do you
about
get
brain damage
smashed-
before?
How do you get smashed directly by a giant's hand and nothing happened to you?
Well,
Well,
in Momo's
it just
defense,
goes to
she's
prove-
been stabbed twice.
Well, I
Well,
think
yeah,
I have
Momo's
proven that
immortal.
you
We
can
already know that.
have a. I think I have proven.
She's kind of resistant to this whole death thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's immortal.
She's
We
been
already know
stabbed
that.
by Aizen and by Hitsugaya through the chest.
A point that
Oh,
I
fuck
would,
off! He already
people
been
are
cut in half.
Fair.
what I would point out is that
after
it is
after this sort of
apparently-
thing has happened, you become a little resistant to this whole,
it
dying
becomes
thing.
apparently obvious. It becomes apparently obvious that Gerard,
God.
for all of his strength and power and everything that he has now, is pretty much entirely incapable of actually doing any real damage to anyone. He
What
smacks
Gerard's
them.
missing is accuracy.
Yeah, he
Gerard is
he
missing
smacks
accuracy.
them and they go flying, and
Future,
nobody actually
I
gets hurt.
didn't want to reveal any, I had to cover up the faces somehow because I didn't want to reveal any identities. You know how it is.
What are we discussing here?
The podcast card I made for the fanfic podcast, since it had your current avatar in it, and I didn't want to reveal any faces, so I made this.
Reveal any faces. How many
You're-
faces do I have?
You and your
What?
friend.
Why do you? Oh, I see. Okay. What was this for?
The fanfic podcast that never got made. So I covered-
Alright, okay. I was gonna say, alright.
What the hell is this?
Oh my-
it's beauty.
Why am I Rose?
So
Why
Sun
am I
is
Rose?
Sun is Rose and her friend of some sort.
You do
that I'm not
realize
really-
I'm gonna have to give this photo context now, and
Yeah.
now my tits are gonna be in this.
Oh, you can cover those up with a picture of, Mask. Mask and his pecs. There you go.
Why not just the hairy chest?
I can do it for you.
The,
But-
Gaston's
yeah.
hairy chest, because, like, I'm sorry, but I'm not comfortable with my cleavage being in this. Like, and
Ah,
my
well.
face not being.
Fine, I can fix it. I can make a fixed version for you if you want.
Okay.
Anyway, Sun, on that topic, if my avatar is a little different this time around,
Is it?
what is
it?
Yours-
what does
see
my
difference.
what does my avatar look like to you guys?
It still looks
pyramid
like.
head.
Yeah, pyramid head.
Oh, that's good.
Why?
Okay,
What was it meant to
because
be?
I'm on a different computer and it's using like some old contact data and old avatar data on my end, so I'm seeing a different avatar. So yeah,
Okay.
just use the one that's there. Cool.
Cool. Yeah, no, I'll be. Well, saying that future has not allowed to change his.
All right. So was someone going next, or? I think that's
I
Sorry,
think
do
we
you
kind
well?
of discussed this. Like it was really.
Oh, okay. Does anyone
Okay,
ha-
future.
just-
Anyone that hasn't said anything, does anyone want to say something?
I mean, honestly, Cell's right. Like, not that much really happened. I think this kind of highlights the problem with it being released like chapter by chapter weekly. Is that these kinds of chapters come along where there's not that much to discuss or talk about.
Yep, it happens.
Oh,
Okay,
here.
well,
So
a lot of people are like, it's better to read this volume by volume, and I've read some of the volumes. So I'm like, yeah, it's true. Like the fight between Kenpachi and Grammy is much better when you read it like in 10 chapters in a row instead of waiting each week for shit.
Yeah, I do.
No.
I do prefer reading things like I think that's why I like Attack on Titan so much, because so much happens like in one chapter. Like it's what 70 pages or something. How many pages?
it's also well, yeah, because when a chapter is that long, I mean, let's think back to Full Metal.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just saying as opposed to someone's going. I've now triggered the conversation. It's going to turn to Gantz, isn't it again, or something, isn't it? Okay, I've now triggered other series, but yeah, no, I get that. I mean, it's like actually I've actually stopped being excited for Bleach. I don't know, like I used to be really excited. When I know obviously you don't like Naruto, whatever, but I used to be really excited like for Wednesdays and Thursdays because I'd have 2 chapters to read technically, whereas now it's like only one. And it's like
Yeah, I'm
Well,
not gonna front either. I used to be excited for Bleach, and now I'm just going through the motions like
Well,
a very disappointed lover.
yeah. Well, yeah. No, I read
I
this.
know how
I
that
read
feels.
this.
Watch out,
I read,
your other disappointed lover will be in the living room.
I read this in One Piece, and like One Piece has like a million billion things happening each chapter. I'm like, oh Jesus, all this plot, and then Kubo takes it slow. So
See, I'm trying to watch the One Piece anime, and it's very slow.
what? Read the manga. Don't watch the anime. Are you kidding
Are
me?
you kidding me? I'm not reading nearly 900 chapters of manga or fucking Luffy.
son, literally the anime at this point does one chapter per episode.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be slow. That's why it's slow. Like, it's obvious. That's how it works. And it'll go much
Why?
faster if you read the manga.
Why did animes usually go faster? What the?
You know, like
Because it's for the sake of money. They want to not catch up to the manga, obviously, and so that's why they do one chapter per one episode, so that they always have the same amount of chapter buffer. I
Yeah,
guess.
someone was like to me because I was talking about Bleach, like a Bleach game, which we'll talk about later. But and he was like, "Oh, have you ever watched the anime?" And I'm like, "Dude, do you know what I spend my life doing? I spend my life whenever I'm like able to sit up in bed. I do a lot of the Bleach Wiki." And he was like, "Okay, you're a bigger geek than I realized." I'm like, "Yep, I'm a big geek." And I was like, "Yeah." And at the minute, like, I'm in the process of like converting a lot of my DVDs and stuff across and stuff. And he's like, "You pay for anime?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah." That's what destroys the industry. Yes, I pay for it. Okay, I don't pay for all the anime I watch, but I do try to contribute where I can. It's like, why? And I'm like,
But son, do you tell me that you don't complain about a series you come back to each week and then not pay for it? I mean,
Oh my
what kind
God.
of what kind of
No,
madness
I mean,
is this?
no, I fully understand. Like, there are series, is like, I watch Flash illegally, I watch stuff illegally because I'm not going to sit and wait for it to come over to UK. I'm sorry, I'm impatient as fuck. But,
Don't include that in the podcast.
why?
Admitting that you're doing stuff illegally. No, I'm kidding.
Well, to be fair, I'm not the one breaking the law. I'm not distributing it. It's the other ones that are breaking the law. But yeah. So I do watch it from illegal sources and stuff. But it's just but the anime
Where is she
industry.
gonna get persecuted at? She lives in Northern Ireland. They don't have internet there.
Yeah. Well, like
You still tell me where I am.
it's one thing like if the series in question you can't get in like an official like English version. Like I know like Sal, like that manga you told me about, Funohan, whatever it was. There's no English like Viz version, so you have to read it online if you want to understand what's going on.
Yeah,
Well,
But, like,
that's my issue, and their issue is the fact that they even said on the thing they have an issue with finding the translators to translate it, and that's their biggest problem why they don't have
Yeah.
it coming out the way that they want it to, which I'm kind of pissed off about because
Yeah.
you kind of got my hopes up the other
Oh,
week
yeah.
telling me it was about it, and I already read that one.
Well, no, that's what I said. I said they have a version of Chapter 2, but it's a good version that isn't like shit quality and shit translations.
But on the topic of that, like, I'm not gonna say, it's like we've all done illegal stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, we're sitting here we're talking about a chapter that shouldn't be out. Yeah, come on now. This is like, but the thing is about it is that Flash and stuff.
Yes,
like
we all
American
need
companies are massive networks. They have a lot of money and stuff. So, but whereas the anime industry, it is actually pretty shit. Like I was watching a lot of documentaries and stuff, and the people that are creating it.
As manga and anime is in Japan and stuff like that, you would think that they would have more of a backing, but it seems like if your ass is not a fucking video game, they don't fucking care in Japan.
Yeah, it's like, but yeah, so over there was actually this guy I was watching at kids, like I do, I've talked to voice actors and English anime producers, and stuff, and they're like, yeah, no, I know, I have a friend in Japan who basically stopped creating because he loved creating, obviously he loved drawing and whatever and creating, writing stories, but he literally stopped because he had a family and Starbucks had better medical care, so he went and worked in Starbucks.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that bad, and you're like, oh my god. So that's why
Yeah.
I kind of prefer if I will pay for it, because I know that it is a bad industry. Like it is losing a lot of money because they don't have a lot of backers, like Sal
Yeah.
said.
Like the digital weekly Viz that Shift subscribes to, like that's for English speaking audience, but it doesn't get released in all English speaking territories. I know one Scandination group actually has like a deal with Viz where they'll release their own version of like a manga chapter, but on the same day, Monday, that it comes out for Viz, for people who can't actually read the Viz version, like, because that's the closest they can get to being legal about it.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's kind of fucked.
Well, like, look
honestly.
how long, like, I mean, I'm sure you guys have all the anime released over there for Bleach, and how long has it been now? About 2 years since the dub finished, and I think they've only just released
Has it
the
really been that
sample.
long since the dub finished?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh
sure,
yeah,
yeah.
I was there when the invasion arc was being dubbed. Ooh, those were fun times.
Yeah, but it was literally like, so I'm sitting here, I'm on season 11. Now, I did start out initially with the theory that I wouldn't buy the filler arc until I'd finished the official arcs.
No, it's been a little
But
over a year. It was November 14.
Yeah. Oh, was it? Well, okay, I knew it was 2014. Okay, so that's
Yeah,
why I said.
it was
I knew
November, so it's been a little over a year.
Okay, sorry. It has been 14 months exactly since the dub finished. But you will have it probably released by now, whereas I've only officially like the canon series I'm on series 11. I don't think series 12 is Sambok arc. I have said to myself I'm trying not to buy the fillers, but I keep ending up doing it because it's like I'm so bored waiting for because they can buy them in blocks, but I can't buy them together yet, and I want to buy them as series because I don't want too much room taken up. And I'm still waiting. Season 12 I think has just been released here, and that's the Sambok, and season 13 is still split up in volumes and stuff. So it's like, ugh, come on, So I'm still it's tough being over here because like I'm not going to sit there and buy the American version because I'm not going to buy a fucking multi-region DVD player just to watch it, or I'm not going to convert my laptop to multi-region shite. No, not happening. You know what I mean? So I can kind of understand that point. Sorry, I'm stopping. So right, okay. So 45. You haven't really spoke. Do you want to have Wichi and Mac? Actually, hold on before you go start. Just so I'm gonna pause out your 5 cents and stuff. But hold on. Yeah, if you want to go ahead.
Okay, pretty much. Toshio confirmed what I was saying about last week, which is he's not there for jack shit except to be fan service. Because he's popular. Seriously, his Bankai looked nothing different. So I don't see this complete thing.
I mean, we already knew he was healed.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying is we haven't seen what could he do more. So hopefully Shinji will come in and do something so we can have a taste of a character that we haven't seen completely go unleash all of his power. Toshio's been used. And one of the funny things about Toshio, it brought to my attention a couple years back. This might have been 4 years back or 5 years back on the wiki. Someone put in for Toshio's page that he only uses his Bankai when things get tough. I'm like, he pretty much goes Bankai almost every damn fight he's in. So I guess he.
Well, what does that tell you about him?
Because his Shika ain't worth shit.
Yeah.
We already had this conversation like years ago. Yeah, he does that, but freaking Ichigo was in Bankai for like what amounted to like 2 years.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah, except Ichigo's proven he can beat people with this Shikai. Toshio really has. No, he kind of did when he fought the first stint. When he was fighting Kugo Ginjo, he pushed him back.
Yeah,
Yes,
I didn't even see him. I didn't see why he needed to go Bankai there, but yeah.
Exactly.
He beat Ikaku, Renji, and Gambachi with only his Shikai. I mean,
And
Toshiro has solved more with his sword sealed than he has in Shikai.
And the other thing is he fought pretty decently against Quilge until he went Bankai. And he did beat the shit out of the first four Sternwitter women with just his Shikai.
Wait a minute, we had this thing before. We did this Ichigo versus Hitsugaya who did it more type thing, and I can't remember what the daggone determination was. It was a while ago. It was a long time ago.
Feel free to make a new determination.
45 is right.
Ichigo is in daggone Bankai far more than Hitsugaya is.
Well, he hasn't been. It hasn't been this arc. Not in this arc.
Not this arc, but overall, that's a fact. He has been in more than Hitsugaya has, and I don't think Hitsugaya has been in even half as many daggone fights.
But that's because Ichigo obviously proportionally Ichigo's been on the screen more than what Hitsugaya is, so that's not really. Yeah, it is and it isn't. But you know what I mean.
But Hitsugaya wrecked shit when he was a zombie. Like, oh my god, and now he's just kind of. Like he was
Well,
fucking
as a
up people
zombie,
left
he had
and
no
right.
care for himself. But
Yeah.
to be fair, he hasn't done anything. So
Yeah, but
we don't know.
he fucked up the Kaku, then Yuichiga, then Charlotte. Like, oh my god. And in his future visions or whatever that he had when he was drugged, he was fucking up my Eri. I can believe that. So
Well,
know.
yeah, obviously Miori's not gonna be able to fight somebody
He
one on
froze
one.
him.
That's
he froze him and then shouted at him like, God damn.
Yeah, but generally, what I was trying to point out is that Toshiro, I just thought it was funny because they're saying when the going gets tough, it's the only time he uses his Bankai. And I'm like, well, you're constantly using it. Have you even beat one person in your Shikai?
Yeah, I mean, well, think about it. When Hitsugaya went against, I mean, remember when he first figured out Aizen was bad? He literally, I mean, before doing anything, he just went straight Bankai. Like, before
Yeah.
even starting to fight, and then, okay, got beat. But before starting anything, it was like, so.
yeah. He didn't. I don't believe that he. Wait a minute.
No, against Gin, he fought with his Shikai.
He didn't. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't do anything against him. Yukio, he used his Shikai.
Did
fucking
he?
Yeah, he
Oh,
owned that.
okay.
He
Well,
owned
yeah,
that kid using his Shikai.
Yeah,
He
what
owned
do
his ass.
what do you really need is Bunga for a kid with a Game Boy? Like, come on.
Gambling a lot of money.
Well,
Well, it was more PSP, we'll say.
Okay, so he
Whatever.
beat one person.
Whatever.
But then again, the full bring.
But wait a minute, that's for most of the thing. He hasn't, like I said, he hasn't had that many daggone battles for us to say. Like, I mean, it's one thing we say about Ichigo because he has more face time, but at the same time, Ichigo has lost. I mean, yeah, he's been in Bankai more and he's lost far more. So I mean, I don't think that that's like a fair assertion because I mean. Hitsugaya, it's something that I'm gonna mind you about Hitsugaya. Hitsugaya's Bankai, there's no real difference in power between Hitsugaya's Bankai and his Shikai.
No, it doesn't really seem to do
That's a
much
fact.
more. It just seems to increase the power of his level of attack. That's
It
really
just increased the amount of ice that he can use, but that's about it. There really is no inherent difference between the two. He even says that. That's actually on his page.
Yeah, he said he was using a part. He said that I've never used this part in Bankai mode. So it's basically like, so what that says to me is that he can use abilities. So he tends to use abilities that he already uses in Shikai, just more powerfully, I guess.
Speaking of Ichigo, I'd like to read this one comment on this latest chapter. Why doesn't Kubo know yet? The best thing in this manga is Ichigo. We need more Ichigo time.
What?
Here's what I have to here's what I have to say to that. Fuck all that shit you talking about. So
Yeah.
no to all of that because I'm sorry. I don't
Jesus.
care if Ichigo's the protagonist. Ichigo is. I don't understand why people like Ichigo like this. I'm sorry. Ichigo, as far as a character is concerned, as far as a protagonist character is concerned, he is just a huge letdown to me on so many different fronts.
I just want to protect everyone. I don't
like
care.
literally for the past I don't know how many weeks, maybe in a year, people have been screaming for him to come back and like, I want more Ichigo. Like, why the fuck do you want more Ichigo opposed to everyone else in this arc who has not gotten screen time? Why do you want him?
So he can lose.
So he can
lose.
So that Asuka can floor him.
Do you want him to use his Bankai Stage 2 doesn't have it all? Like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is this? It's like, oh man, we need the main character in every chapter in order for the manga to be good. All right.
See, here's the thing.
Is that how it works?
Here's the thing. Like Naruto was called Naruto. Bleach is called Bleach. It's not called Ichigo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I mean, he is. I mean, let's be realistic. There's a bunch of instances. He is just disappointing as a protagonist. This is, and I brought this up before. Exactly, given what we know about Ichigo, how Ichigo does things, how he fights and so forth and so on, the way he thinks and stuff. Does anybody on this call right now actually think that he, just given the fact that he's a protagonist, does he have anything in his capabilities at all capable of fighting Bach or even Hashwall for that matter?
No.
I just don't
Um,
see it. There's nothing there. I just don't see it. They would
Yeah.
have to really pull out some Deus Ex Machina, like Scarlet Witch suddenly having daggone freaking the power to manipulate the reality down to the cosmic level and shit like that out of daggone nowhere, like they did on Marvel that time, in order for this to make any sense. Like you overpowered Bach to a point that is just not, like unrealistic. What is Ichigo supposed to do?
I mean, look how overpowered Ichibei was, and it's like
He
beat
doesn't even
him.
think strategically.
Well, in theory, all they do is not have anyone die for a whole day, and then Bach would be like, "I'm in a coma again," you know. But you know, yeah, they don't know that it can happen. But you know,
I don't know
they
if
can just,
it'd be that easy though.
I'll
like
be
that-
honest. I'll be honest. There's 3 times when I have got excited for Ichigo. When he fought Byakuya, the final fight for Byakuya, I loved it. The time the final fight with whenever he came out of the Dawn guy, that was an awesome scene. I loved that. That really, because I was so bored of Aizen. It was like, oh my god, oh he looks awesome, and it was like, oh my god, because he changed so much. And then and it's kind of like a tie between when he first got to Rukia in the Soul Society, and whenever he was given his Shinigami powers back, but at the end of the Fullbring arc, because I was kind of sick and tired of Fullbring by that point. So I was like, yay!
The only thing that I can recall is when he fought Byakuya that last time, because the first episode of Bleach that I actually ever saw was when Yoruichi saved him from getting fucking fucked up by Byakuya.
Episode 42.
Yeah, that was the first episode I ever saw, and then after that, you know, I was like, this show is awesome, and then that's when I, you know, proceeded to watch every episode after that online and stuff like that, because I was like, I couldn't wait for next week for it to be on, you know, Adult Swim or whatever. So I watched it, and that's how I got into it. But yeah, that was like the first thing that I saw that was, and this was when I didn't really have any real opinion of Ichigo. The last time I've ever felt that way about Ichigo is when he actually fought that last time against Aizen, and haven't felt that way since.
Yeah, that was he did pull it out, like, where that was an awesome kind of scene and stuff, because it was like, oh my god, look how powerful he is. But now it's like, because then I was like, yeah, because you use so much power, you're now reverting, and it's like, okay, so now we know they're
Yes.
reverting him back.
Literally, the majority of the series, I have not been at all interested in Ichigo showing up.
Yeah, like I don't have any strong feelings for or against him. I think he's all right, but like I don't think that we absolutely
He's no
see him.
Elric.
Yeah, like we have these 2 other Surrender that are getting fought against right now with opponents who have not yet shown everything they can, and we have Ichigo, who we know because it's a shonen. We know he's gonna fight against Bach or Uryu.
He's going to get to Gatanshu.
You know he's gonna show his Bankai then. Why do you need to see him before that? What is the point of that in showing him before? It's like it was like the whole like Naruto thing. Like, why would you have him have Naruto and Sasuke fight someone else, and then when you know they're gonna fight each other at the very end, like what's the point in stalling with like that? You know, like what's the goddamn point? So
They're just making things complicated.
Exactly.
To be fair, he originally didn't even want Sasuke in the series. It was the writers wanted a foil for Naruto.
Yeah, but like even then, like he announced like months before, like maybe like half a year before the end, like, oh, by the way, the final fight in this series will be Naruto versus Sasuke. So
Well,
then he
yeah,
had
well, we
to
knew
fight
that
Naruto
already
before-
because
Wait.
Naruto said that we're gonna
just-
either die, we're gonna fight until one of us agrees, or we're gonna die.
Just to showcase a point about our illustrious protagonist here. So far in this war, he has had a daggone draw to each daggone fight that he was in, up until the Candace Catnip little thing where that shit was interrupted. And then the last time we saw him involved in any daggone thing, this motherfucker was laying face down on the ground. There's your protagonist, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Right
And
there. There's the guy that's going to save the day.
Yeah, there's Askin who was like fuck plot armor and then dropped Grimmjow and Ichigo, 2 of the apparently most anticipated characters in this fucking series. Like, goddamn.
Haven't seen Grimmjow since.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, sorry, Naruto. Sorry, 45.
Maybe Askin just kind of kicked him off a building. He's like, bye. You know.
Yeah, sorry, but we can't interrupt you, 45. Do you have anything else to add other than the Hitsugaya? What, I love how we turned to comment about Hitsugaya and Ichigo. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
back onto important matters.
Yeah.
The other part of the chapter, Yeah, it was interesting seeing Haswalt. He does seem more insane that he's got the Almighty. I guess that's a side effect. You go nuts. I mean, if Udio does have that with the A, I guess if he unlocks it or whatever, he'll probably go insane too.
No, no, I'll say what I want to say when you finish. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I can wait.
Oh. No, I feel like a dick.
No, go ahead.
God damn it. All right.
You feel like a dick?
Yeah. Not
Aren't
like a
you
woman,
one?
No. I'm a pussy. Anyway. What I want to say really quick, because you brought up Uryu's Shrift. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have the Almighty. I think what the Almighty is a similar situation to what Fernandes and Gerard are, where Bach had it from birth and they just gave a name to it. Whereas, Uryu just has a different power or the same letter. Because at that point it's like, well, why would you have Ichigo fight someone with the Almighty if that's not Bach? This is gonna stop him. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents. I've been meaning to mention it, but I forgot about it. Now go. I won't interrupt you again. I promise.
The thing is I know he could have known. I don't know. It could be what other fans are thinking the A stood for. It could be the Armageddon. I don't know. I was just saying that Haswatch seemed like he was more quiet, more, very emotionless kind of guy. But now he does seem like he's starting to be more boastful, more everything else. And I was wondering, is due to having that kind of power, does it make you? And I was just saying, is if Udio had it, would he start also showing signs of being arrogant? Because he's also very calm and collective.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was a pretty good chapter. I do hope if it does focus on Ichigo and Udio, it doesn't turn out like Naruto. I hope Ichigo doesn't come into a fucking piece of shit faggot, and excuse my language, and wants to suck Udio's dick and just beats his head. And I do hope the fight doesn't end with them blowing each other's arms off. I do hope it ends with him smashing Udio's face in and then carrying on. Either that or
cutting his head off and presenting it to Chad and Orihime. I brought him back to our side!
Yeah! The only way I know how. Gratuitous violence.
Well, he never said he'd bring him
awesome.
back alive. Well, Sal, he never said he'd bring him back alive. He just said he'll bring him back.
Oh, we can all hope.
Hey guys, I found Uryu. You can see him again.
Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, that right there would set this daggone freaking set this site on fire. We would be like, oh shit, everybody being blogs just going crazy. Like, Reddit would be daggone fucking destroyed with messages. Like, people would be going freaking nuts. All of a sudden, freaking Bleach, little old Bleach, to turn into daggone Hellsing Ultimate in one daggone fucking chapter.
Hey,
Ichigo guts daggone Yoryu and fucking cuts off his head and presents it to his friends.
Maybe that's why Hashwell's gone insane, because he saw that happening.
And then Orihime's like, yeah, I can't fix this. This is a little bit beyond me. I don't want no part of this. I'm going back to the human world. Fuck all y'all. Y'all want some other shit.
And then chat's like, finally, I'm the third most powerful. Yay!
And then his head gets lopped off by someone like Haswatch from behind.
Oh god.
Well, if
It's now that 2 of your friends have died, Ichigo Kurosaki, now it gets interesting.
Yeah.
All the more reason to believe that Ichigo is the real main villain of this whole thing.
Yeah, he's like, according to Kaku.
No, what's interesting.
Shippy, what are you typing?
I'm just redoing some stuff on the Brave
He's
Souls
typing
article.
up his memoirs.
No, I'm overhauling a section on the Brave Souls article, just because I'm just rewording everything.
I was just saying.
Okay, because you're typing quite furiously there. Just
Sorry.
telling you.
Not trying to.
You're okay.
Bright
Trying
I do.
to burn it.
Honestly, if Ichigo whacks off Udio's head, I mean, if he literally chops his fucking head off, yeah, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up due to the fact that it's a lot better than, again, they're blowing each other's arms off, lying there sucking each other's dicks about how their childhood was. So yes,
That's a very graphic ending. Armless and sucking each other's dicks. Like, damn.
Violence, then sex. Wow.
Sounds right.
I guess in the last chapter, Kubo's gonna make the jump to Seinen magazine. It's gonna be 40 minutes of dick sucking. Oh yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah.
wow, I'm just gonna put this down. Like, this is a little bit too graphic for my tastes.
Yeah, Sal's delicate taste. So sure.
But no,
But what-
seriously,
but-
if it does end with him having to kill Udio, it'll be better. It'll be better than this whole showing, I have to save my friend. If Ichigo's like, well, Udio actually goes all out and they actually have a good fight and it ends with Ichigo killing him. Doesn't have to be graphic. Even if he just slashes him across the chest to the stomach.
I would be perfectly fine with that because, quite frankly, this whole thing, we're going to bring him back to the... No. In real life, if your friend betrayed you and went to the daggone ultimate evil side that is everything that you're against and stuff like that, then that motherfucker just forfeit his life as far as I'm concerned. And,
And again,
in this...
and as... Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, Sal, you're the admin.
Go on. You're fine. Go. Sheesh. Just tell Sal, shut up. You're fine.
What I was saying is
I'll send him a dick pic.
Well,
Get him
besides the dick pic thing, I wasn't talking about Bleach ending it. I was talking about Naruto. That's how it ended. It ended with.
No, it's our.
That's what I was saying is as long as Ichigo doesn't wind up crying and it doesn't turn into them a festival of them crying and hugging each other, like I don't want to see
best friends.
Yes, I don't want to see them.
friends.
And then it ends with Udio poking him on the forehead or something else. If Ichigo kills him,
just put me in a mid image. Sorry.
if he kills him or even just beats the shit out of him, he doesn't have to kill him. He just like chops off one of his arms or smashes his spinal cord. Even that would be something like, he just leaves him crippled on the sideway for all he meant to later get.
Motherfuckers in a wheelchair and shit. But besides that situation,
it could
actually,
just end with.
I guess you could
Go
say.
ahead.
I guess you could see Ichigo being like Bane, just like bring Udio over smash him over his knee, and just be like,
Yeah,
the funny thing
kneecap
is
him.
that besides that, when we're talking about Gerard and stuff like that, and who's taking him out, I did do the scenario where everybody joins together, and then the royal guard takes him out, and that would actually give us a whole lot of information on a whole lot of things. But actually, what I initially earlier in the week, what I was initially thinking is that Ryukin and Isshin show up and take him out.
Oh, I could be down for that.
yeah.
That
Guys.
would be the ultimate, I think, in like, oh shit moments, because nobody expected it to happen, and we still
Like,
have
Ryukin could
to.
just show up and be like, "Now I'm gonna perform your autopsy."
I've come,
Crazy.
I've come to emancipate you from your inferior genes.
Oh god. Oh, horrible,
Hey.
daggone freaking threatening lines ever.
Aperdolf Winkler to the rescue.
I have to say, I love that. I love the
I
ending
love
to that.
I love freaking Rick and Morty. If you're gonna splice together Abraham Lincoln and freaking Hitler together to make the ultimate neutral daggone person, I'm like, come on, really? Abradolf Linkler.
He's so ungodly offensive. He's hilarious.
He's like, what do you mean? Oh, I didn't mean. Oh, I don't know. I'm so conflicted. I don't know what's happening right now.
Watch that, boy. What are you trying to mean by that? Shit.
He's like, I'm Abraham Lincoln. I emancipated your people. He's like, oh, so I'm just supposed to thank you now, huh? He's like, oh, I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, that show's hilarious. I love that show.
All right. So basically, your opinion on the matter is that this fight better turn into a serious fight rather than I want to be your friend.
Yeah, if it turns into a hug fest, I'm gonna be pissed. I do hope it ends in a bloodbath.
I put to you like this. Now, Zill's gonna jump on me for it, but I know that this is not Gantz or Full Metal Alchemist, but
Really? Are you positive? I mean, in this channel there are like 15
Trust
boom
me.
shots. There are like
trust
15,
me,
15 naked girls. All right, are you sure it's not Gantz? Are you positive?
yeah, I'm pretty sure. But one thing that both of those series had is they had endings that were fucking epic.
Oh yeah.
They had motherfuckers sacrificing themselves. They had people getting cut up and killed and freaking destroyed. All types of shit like that going on. And it was all set, and both of them were set in situations where there were impossible odds. I mean, freaking Edward was damn near fighting a guy who literally usurped the power of God. Like, you know, freaking Kay was fighting the greatest daggone general of an invading alien force, who was far more experienced at combat, and not to mention he was like 2, 3, 4 stories tall, and all he had was a freaking sword.
The extended katana, yay!
And he still, you know, killed that motherfucker. That is saying something. That is saying something. Both were like extreme underdogs in their fights, and they both. But see, they were also different protagonists than Ichigo. They were intelligent. I mean, they were intelligent. They realized the situation. They were driven. They realized the situation they were in. They did everything they could to overcome it. They hooked up with their daggone allies. Their allies were willing to do anything that they needed to do. This fool Ichigo. Every time somebody tells him some inside information, he's like, "Oh, I probably won't remember that shit anyway."
I know, it's like, how disappointed were you whenever? Do you remember when Ishin showed up and it was like, you talk too much, eyes, and you're going, "Fuck, yes, what's Ichigo gonna say? What's Ichigo gonna say?" It's like,
explain, and he's like, "No, you know, if you wanted to tell me, you know, you would have told me. I just don't want to trample on your feelings."
And it was like,
well, in this arc, he was like, "Tell me everything, Jesus Christ."
I know,
and then
but
he tells
when
him
it happened,
everything,
it was
and
like,
then it's just like in one ear and out the other. And not only that, but telling him about his mother, I'm sorry, I don't know what Kubo was doing here. Telling him about his mother and how his father met and all other shit seemed to be very pointless to me, because okay, he knows that now, and
he knows what his real Sanpakuto is now.
I think the problem that it was resolving was that a few days earlier, when he was rejected by the Asauchi, it was because he was like really just questioning everything because of what Bach told him. Like, "Oh, you don't know anything about your mother," and he was like, "Well, yes, he has a point." So then he learned about his mother. She's a Quincy. How like his inner hollow came to be. He's like, "Well, I'm at peace now," something like that. That's how I saw it.
I'm a piece, so now I'm gonna have a new Zanpakuto while I still suck ass.
Well, I still use get the Gatenshou.
But at least he's no longer like angsting. He was angsting hella hard during that part.
But it just annoyed me.
Nothing's more important than what happens right here, right now, by these lockers.
No, but it's just Ichigo just doesn't seem to care.
Problems matter.
What the hell?
Turns into a freaking high school drama with Ichigo every 5 fucking minutes.
Shiffy left.
Oh jeez.
Oh, he's too busy typing up his memoirs.
Right, hold on. I want to make sure that it hasn't. Stop the conference. The conference call's dropped. Hold on.
Reprint of Mein Kampf out, and fucking horrible. It's probably the worst written book in existence. Like, Hitler couldn't write to save his fucking life. It's just.
Let's not mind the fact it's talking about killing Jews. Let's talk about how the syntax was awful. Oh.
No, but even in itself, the whole content of the book is just horrible. It was just horribly written. It made no sense. It was.
Recorder is gone mental. So. But I was going to shout at you, Shift, because if you had not returned, because these other noobs haven't played the game, so I wanted to review the friggin' game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I just stepped out for like 2 minutes.
I have caused the Skype issues, blah, now it won't come out, now it's frozen, it's completely frozen. Hold on. Right, I'm going to end this call every second, and I'm going to come back, and then we can do one more quick recording at the end of the podcast. Hold on. Be grand, go ahead. Does anyone just want to say an exit message?
Aizen is not a good person.
Oh yes, sorry, yes. Can we please address this? Aizen is not good. He is not. It's not like. What was the title of it? Was he really bad? And it's like. Yeah, pretty much. Mass murder. That's bad. Anarchy, because he killed Central 46. Bad. It's like, Jesus Christ. What was it? Sal, do you have any comments on your favorite topic? Sal? Pardon me, we're talking to Morse code. I just wanted to discuss something before we ended the podcast, but was Aizen really that bad?
I don't know. Was he? Was he very fuzzy? Was he?
What, did he not have some redeeming aspects about him?
Did
Nope.
did he slaughter those dozens of people for good reason?
Had 110 year plan of betrayal, treason, murder. But he wasn't that bad of a person.
Yeah, he's just Barney's brother.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Who?
Barney.
Barney Eisen.
I don't know.
Is it Barney the purple dinosaur or Barney?
Yes.
Okay, it was either that or Barney Stinson.
I had no
Yeah.
idea who we were talking about here. Okay, I'm very confused. Sorry.
You don't know Barney the dinosaur.
I do know Barney the dinosaur, but I thought someone said something else. Carry on.
Right. I was saying is that Eisen was such a good guy because he loves everybody. He just wants to give him a hug.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
real reason he killed Central 46 is so he could take their wallets and use them to build an orphanage.
Yeah. No, his entire plan was made for the purpose of defeating Ichigo, the real villain.
Yeah, this here was made, the topic, for a bit of context for anyone who doesn't actually visit the wiki, but the context was a user on our wiki who started a thread saying, was Aizen really that bad? Now you might say that Aizen nearly destroyed Karakura Town and killed his own subordinates, but was he really the villain?
It's like
Yes, that
Ichigo
absolutely.
stated after the battle with Aizen that Aizen willingly rejected his own powers and that he just wanted an equal. Which begs the question, why didn't Aizen destroy Karakura when he first arrived? If his true goal was to become the Soul King, why did he bother allowing Ichigo the chance to surpass him? Does anyone have an answer for this? At all?
Because
My answer is you're high.
you're looking into this too deeply, son.
I am?
The answer.
No,
the answer to
whoever
this
asked
is-
this.
The answer to this is somebody likes Aizen a bit too much, so.
Yeah, but apparently becoming the Soul King was just plan B.
It's like trying to justify what Gin did, because oh man, he was only trying to protect Rangiku. It's like that doesn't excuse his actions.
No.
it's like
He just wanted to be Ichigo's friend. That's
You know
all.
what, killing that fifth seat guy, or there's the third seat of the fifth division, and then cutting Hiyori in half. Doesn't excuse what he did. Those are bad things to do.
But if
Look at-
Ichigo's arguments was false, why did Kubo even bother writing it in the first place?
Because Ichigo is fallible.
well, the other thing.
But how can Ichigo be real if our eyes aren't real?
Oh God,
If Aizen
don't
isn't
start
real,
there.
if Aizen, if Bach has all our eyes, how can Ichigo be real?
Oh my god.
Sorry, 45, go ahead.
What I was also saying is besides Shift going into those bad comments, is that no shit Aizen was evil. I mean, just because he didn't just start the soaking process like Sal, you made a good point. Just because he didn't start the minute he walked right into Karakura Town doesn't mean he wasn't going to at some point. I mean, for all we know, maybe he wanted to go get a cheeseburger real quick, then destroy everything.
I know the final solution only took about 10 years to implement, but yeah, they weren't that bad.
Oh yeah.
They didn't kill all the Jews. Shiffy's still here.
Yeah. So
Well, that
because
just means he failed.
yeah,
The point
yeah.
is, it's
But he's
the
good.
concept of if it didn't happen quick, fast, in a hurry, then you don't know what he was going to do. I know what his fucking intention was. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Like, maybe this guy looks like he's gonna stab me with that weapon, but I don't know what he's gonna do. Let's let it play out. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, Bach said that Roy did a good job for blowing him up. That makes it's a good person.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
do we have life? We have someone else in the call.
Wait, it's Cheaty Face.
It's Morph. It's the Morphy boy. Morph. We have a little debate going on here. It's very divided down the middle. We're not quite sure.
So you've played Pad, but you haven't played Brave Souls. Okay.
Okay.
It's been out for only like
A week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
well,
Are you aware that we haven't
Don't
heard your
direct it.
voice in this podcast for a year?
a year, really?
The last one you were in was like at the end of 2014.
Was it like the Boxing Day one? But yeah, hold on.
I think so.
Hold on. We have a
Jesus
debate
Christ.
ongoing here, Morphe. It's pretty split. We're not quite sure on it, but you know, maybe Eisen was just written to be the villain, but we don't feel he's a demon. You know, he could have been a good guy. I'm actually reading further comments on down here. You know, I'm actually, but when he saw the Soul King, he decided he could rule the world better. In all fairness, that's not an evil goal. It is just that Eisen took it a bit far. You know.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Son, guys,
Is this about that one post about the guy who's like he's talking about it, whatever the fuck Ichigo said about him at the end?
Yeah. This is what the guy wrote. He's like, I don't know. Eisen is my favorite character. Eisen is my favorite character in the show, and I relate with him. Not the killing and deception part. Like, what his entire part.
Holy
I
shit,
heavily relate
really?
with that.
Those are really small parts. You can overlook those. I mean,
I heavily relate with that. Are you kidding me?
Guys, I mean, think about it. Hitler just wanted to fix Germany. Like, just the
Yeah.
fact that he killed some Jews along the way. Okay, who hasn't in their lifetime?
Yeah, I mean,
come on.
I know,
I
right?
totally relate to Stalin. Not the socialist, communist, Marxist, paranoid, basic asshole, but I totally relate to Stalin. But it's like, I love it, like, but wanting a different path and willing to fight in order to achieve it. It's like, that's not fighting. That's homicide. That's genocide. It's not like, let's go to war for our goals. It's just like, yeah, let's just kill everything in sight. It's like, I may just be a fanboy trying to say that he's not the worst guy in the world. That would be you, Bok. I'm sorry, and I retract my statements. It's like, no, you don't. You just, what? Oh.
yeah, no.
It's like
I
you just admitted you were
like-
a fanboy, so
Yeah,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
that's a bad thing to start off with the conversation. I'm just the fan.
That was where it ended for me.
I wonder what's wrong
That
with
was where it
identifying with a
ended for me.
sociopath.
I'm like, I don't even know why I sat here and talked to you.
I'm openly biased about this subject, but you should still listen to me. Oh, okay. Shit.
No, I had to say, I loved it. It was like, Sal, I wonder what's wrong with identifying with a sociopath. Probably everything.
He's the most relatable character ever. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry,
I mean,
but when he's like, I like characters like that. There's something fucking wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. I'm sorry, but at what point is it okay for you to identify with the sociopath?
But it's
That
okay.
doesn't make
But
any
it's
sense.
Sal, do you know?
That Jeffrey Dahmer and that John Wayne Gacy. Oh, I had something in common with them. Like, what the fuck?
It's like, oh man, it's like admiring Gin just because he wanted to help Rangiku. It's like, you do realize he
And the way
killed
he
someone
wanted
in
to
cold
help
blood.
Rangiku is engaging in the worst daggone sociopaths, this daggone freaking reign of terror for the past like 110 years. That didn't even make any sense.
Love this
I'm gonna
one.
help
Yeah,
her vicariously by killing him 110 years later when he's at his most powerful. Oh yeah, great plan.
No, that thing too between Aizen and Gin too. You remember that one guy who tried to post that they thought Aizen raped Rangiku, and that's why Gin wanted to kill him? And I was like, wait, where do we get to that part at? I mean,
Aizen's like the least sexual character. Oh no, actually, sorry. He does look like he's about to kiss Ichigo whenever he arrives in Fake Gurudine.
and he touched his heart, remember? So that makes him a parent.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
he just wants Ichigo to paint him like one of his French girls. That's all.
oh god.
On the topic of actually Gin, there's another stupid topic this week, and I have to actually find it a second. Hold on. Oh god. I was like going, alright, there must be something wrong with the article here or something. It was like just headed Gin Ichimaru. And it started off, it was something ridiculous. Hold on, I need to find it. Where are you piece of shit?
All right, we're only 98% left to download. What the fuck?
What are we talking about here?
It's a bit of a long download, the game.
Yeah, it's actually not bad for a.
It's like the initial download is just the fucking
Can we leave
anime opening
discussion-
it has.
Can we leave discussion on this until during, because we're going to do a separate re-recording for that.
Okay, yeah. It's like
Please.
I'm waiting for it to download. But
That's
okay.
okay. That's okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just trying to so that we have something, because I don't want to talk about it in case we run out of things to talk about
Yeah.
until, because I've actually been doing recordings for it and stuff, and raging. Where is this stupid, pathetic little piece of shit and thing? There we go. Find you.
Wow. Damn.
Sorry.
Damn.
Did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but when you
Did it kill your father? What's going on?
Right, I am so sorry. This here, when you see a title, a forum headed Kinichimaru, you think it's going to be like, oh, let's have a discussion on his character. No. Honestly, I cried when he died. He's my favorite character after all.
Oh, but
That was the topic. That is
Yeah, I
it.
remember that.
Yeah.
I think
God.
I've actually seen one like that before.
The
Like, that's
worst
not
one.
the first. Like, that's not
Oh,
the
do you
first forum post that was just like, "Oh my god, I love Geen. I was so sad when he died." It's like, okay, if you're sad when something that's essentially a piece of ink and paper dies, then like to the point of crying, then okay.
The worst one is when he died, and when he first betrayed Aizen, and everybody's all like, "I told you so! I told you so!"
I told
When
you it was good.
even though people from the beginning were guessing that he was gonna betray him, you know that was pulled out of whoever's ass because there is no foreshadowing whatsoever of that. Like,
Yeah, he only did it because Geen turned out to be a popular character. That's literally only why I did it. But can I just say, what was the other one? I remember the other one, but I'm not going to go find it. But it was literally like, here, ask questions about Geen or about anything. And I was like, do you know how forums work? Do you know how you do not just go, let's have a discussion about anything. Blah. Like, oh my god, yeah. I remember that one. But yeah, so stupid week and stupid questions. There was another one actually. What was okay, no, actually we'll not bring up that one. Will we, Sal? No. Is Sal dead now again? Sal? Sal? Is he away watching a show?
Maybe.
Sal? What? Okay, right. So, yeah, okay, well, we'll finish that off. There wasn't really much podcasting on terms of the chapter, but, well, there was. We ended up just got distracted every single time. But yeah, if you like, subscribe, do whatever you want, and we will see you all later, and say hi to little Morpheus. Now I'm going to have to go change the tab now. Okay, night-night.
but
Send us dick pics.
Dick,
wait, were we in a recording?
Yeah, we were in the recording, sorry. That's yeah.
Yeah, Morph, where the
Oh,
fuck
okay.
were you?
I thought we were like in an in-between thing. Like, holy crap, I would have like, wow.
Oh yeah, well, do you want to give us a wee part in the chapter if you want? Did you like this chapter?
No, I'm fine. I'm not gonna say anything about it.
It's okay, we didn't say anything about it either. Night night, guys.